Okay, let's get a re-update on ADTX. I talked about this before. I believe it was on 9:30. I made a video as we were hitting this lower ATR4, but when I looked at the news, it said right in here that they had a reverse split, 1 from 40 reverse split, and that was going to happen today. So I told everyone, even though I know it looks tempting, but do not get into this thing just yet. Because, a lot of the times, very rarely have I seen it pump before or an RS, and it's just too risky because you can get stuck big time in this. And a lot of the times obviously you don't want to hold after an RS because you decrease your shares, and then after the RS happens, it tends to most likely dump all the time. So what I like to see is a couple days after the RS, let it cool down, let the sellers win for a bit, and then I can see this pumping. I will say the K on the KDJ is 2.96, so if you want to have some skin in the game, that's totally fine, but don't put all your money in one ad. Let's say you get this thing at like 270 and then you have no more money. Let's say it goes down to 250. You're like, oh, I'm done. No, that's not how you're supposed to do swing trading, especially for bottom trend reversals. This is not how I do things. If you're in my Discord and you watch my accumulation, I go in and I slowly add, right? I always buy at the end of the day. Hence why I would never buy ADTX at the beginning, the middle, near the end, always at the end. Because as you can see, a lot of the times when sellers win, they take it all the way out. Look at all these candles. All your best entries are near the end of the day. Most often than not. I mean, you got this candle, near this candle. All these have big bodies of candles. And, here and there, like this candle, you'll see kind of a, lower wick. Well, then I just don't get in. I'll wait for the next one. And then here you go, another big body of red. So this can very well pump. I can definitely see it pumping. The last time we hit the EMA 10, this yellow band was way back in here, 820. That is long. I mean, 820. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we have 920, and then we're coming up on 1002. So, yes, the EMA 10 is definitely due. This is probably one of my favorite penny stocks, especially after an RS. You get probably the biggest pumps from this. Guess what? The EMA 10 is at a 219% move it can do just from that. To the EMA 5, you're looking at 100% gain. This thing is literally monster gains. If you can take the heat, if you can be like, okay, I don't mind being down 10%. I'll accumulate slowly, and I see it all the time, and it's really sad to me because I've seen people be like, I have no money to add. You just started buying. You bought it on 1002 and you're saying you can't add it anymore. And that's not how my rules work. For a swing trading strategy, if you want to get the best, if you want to get the best ads, you have to wait till, one, you ignore all these candles. You want to wait till you start getting a touch of this lower green band. Obviously, don't buy till this reverse split is done. And it's not just you buy right when you see this band getting touched, which is customized and extremely oversold. You want to see time distance away from the EMA 5. I don't mind keep repeating this because it's good for me to, me to hear it. It's good for you guys to hear it, because as you can see, when you get away from the EMA 5, what happens is you kind of come back to it, right? Just this small little move right here made a 38% move from this low trying to hit the EMA 5. Lucky for the bulls, it did not hit the EMA 5. So we have 1, 2, 3 daily candles away from the EMA 5. I just kind of want to see, I want to see it hug this ATR for maybe 2 more daily candles. And that's really when I want to take a shot at it and be like, you know what, that's worth taking a shot. If we look at the profile, this is in the United States. It's in Virginia. It's a biotech company focused on discovering, developing, and deploying health innovations. Hence, it's going to be more volatile. Anything that is biotech, remember, big losses, big gains. Anything, it's two sides. If you're like, well, I can't take this heat, then you probably should not play ADTX. If you don't want to make a massive return, stick to something easier. ADTX, if you can handle your emotions, if you can accumulate properly, this is a nice stock here. I obviously want to wait about 2 daily candles, and I kind of want to see it hug this, but I can barely say, I don't see anything wrong with if you want to have some skin in the game. This thing was literally just a high of, we're at $18 and we're all the way down to $2. They did an RS. It's only 1 for 40. It's not terrible in my opinion. We had a lot of daily candles going down here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 910. So we have a dead 10 daily candle loss streak. It can keep going, but it's just nice to see, okay, we have a low K on the KDJ, 2.96. Anything under 3 of this bottom stochastic oscillator is extremely oversold. We are clearly under the ATR4. And like I said, the minute we kind of see this, you kind of get these bounce effects. So if we just get this kind of bounce effect like this, you're well above. I mean, look at this. If we just get close to the EMA 5, you're up 100%. So, like I said, how I do accumulation, I'll repeat this. You buy it at the end of the day. So let's say you wanted to buy here, you would have got near 2.60. So you would go on the 1 minute. You can kind of see this thing actually started to pump a little. Look at that. It went up all the way to 326. It's a good one. But look at this. Look to a T right at 350, 358. This is where your big entry was. You started seeing this, and you're like, oh, okay, I can get near, realistic, you'll probably get 261, 262, 265, whatever. Look at here, near the end of the day, and guess what? It started to pump. So you have went from 260 all the way to 326. Massive gains if you just followed that simple rule of swing trading strategy that I teach. A lot of people don't follow it. They don't buy at my lower band. They buy randomly. And I just gotta repeat, because remember, if you think it can't get worse, it can always get worse. You gotta understand that. Never be too confident in anything, because it can get worse. The market will do what it wants, and you just want to be like, okay, what if it does go down and breaks, another low? You got to be prepared for that, and you got to understand, well, really, we will hit this EMA 5. So we know we have big distance up to it. We know we have a big, massive EMA 10 distance. We know EMA 10 is due, and then the EMA 20 further down the line. So I approve of this stock. I think if you know how to properly accumulate, you watch my videos, you're part of my Discord. Obviously, you wait up till after the reverse split. We have a member in there that is very good at catching very bottoms, and then I'm using my system and I see it. I'm like, yeah, this is a very good bottom type of play that can make you 100% returns. Realistically, I would take the 20 to 50% range because that's what this stock can do. So definitely keep this one on watch. ADTX, it's up 7% after hours. If you bought on end of the day, good for you. You're making money. Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord too, this is where I give you the invitation of a low-cost Discord. We're a nice community where you can come on in. Hit the link down below in the YouTube comments. I have it pinned. It says join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll also be in the description. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe, as if you have an Android, you will have to subscribe on your computer or through your phone's browser like Google, because for some reason they're having problems with Androids. But once you do that, you're good to go. You can use the app. Voice scammers, I'll never message you, trade your accounts, or any of that. Some people like to use my logo because we've been getting lots of members in here, so do keep that in mind. Read the testimonies of a lot of people have been successful. And then as always, all my payment is processed safely with Discord. So if you hit the server shop or we hit any of these channels here, I recommend doing swing trading. Swing trading is only $12 a month. It's not going to break your bank account. It's going to make you learn a lot. And like I said, if you give me a little bit of your time, your effort, and you're willing to pay a little bit of money for a service that actually works, then yeah, I'm going to put, I'm always going to keep putting more resources, always going to be transparent with you guys and do exactly what this system says. The more you see these plays out, you'd be like, oh wow, that makes sense why I would do that. The biggest thing I see and part of swing trading in general is people throw all their money. They have $5,000 in total and they throw it all in one ad. Well, then it goes against them and they start complaining and they're like, man, what's going on? Well, why didn't you do it in increments? Like, you know what's a good buy area. You know where to take the profit and all that. It'll be so much easier. Day in swing trading plus is the best. I love swing trading. Don't get me wrong. I love swing trading, but day trading is by far the best in my opinion. I make the most money doing it. I like to make money every day. Sometimes swing trading, you gotta wait a bit. You gotta be patient with swing trading. A lot of people don't have patience, and I get that. If you're not, then try day trading. I get in and out of my trades within minutes, making 10 to 20% gains fast, and I have a very clear risk versus reward, stop loss, and all that. And I think you guys are gonna really love it. If you're day trading, I do the indexes, QQQ, IWN, SPY, the biggest volume. and then I do options to make fast returns, and I have all the education you can watch, because the reason why I want to do this different, I don't want to be a Discord where I alert my plays and you guys follow exactly to a T. You got to understand what these plays are doing, how to interpret them, and how to do them yourself. Because if you learn how to fish, your mind is going to be so much better. You're not going to be frustrated, because you got to understand when you see these plays play out time and time again, you can make a lot of money as long as you make good educated decisions doing this. All right, guys, hope to see you guys in the Discord. You can win over 90% doing this strategy. This has been a harder month to swing trade, so you got to be extra careful. Do keep that in mind. Hope you guys like it. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Let's see you guys in the Discord. I'll talk to you guys there, and let's make some money. All right, guys, peace out. Happy trading.